Hey nature people, it's Brian Mertens, and today we're going to stick our beaks into bird identification. Birds are such a great way to connect with nature and enjoy our planet's wild spaces. Lots of people want to be great birders, but sometimes it can seem like a daunting task. This is bad because a lot of people never end up learning the birds because the process is just too complicated. You need a way to integrate and make bird identification an effortless process. So in this video, we're going to hone in on 3 effortless actions that are going to make the whole learning process a lot easier for you. With these birding tips, you'll be a birding pro in no time. The first thing I would suggest for anyone who wants to improve their bird identification skills is get some help. At first glance, that might seem like a bit of a fluffy response, but this is actually one of the most important things that you could do if you want to learn the birds of your area. Bird knowledge in its original human context was culture-based. You're not really supposed to learn it by going out and doing it all by yourself. It works much better when you can get hooked in with people who have lots of experience and can point things out to you. And it doesn't matter where you are, there are bird watchers everywhere. I think the reason why these groups are so popular is because you really do learn a lot by going out on bird walks and spending time with experienced birders. You could actually learn more in an hour with a bird watching group than you could in a whole year getting out there on your own. So the first thing you have to do is get in with the in crowd of people who know things about birds. The second thing I want to share with you is that you can actually start to familiarize yourself with what the birds look like without ever having to look at a field guide. Field guides are complicated and not always the most effective way to absorb information unless you're a real keener. So there's a secret method that is a super simple cure for field guide overload. This is to actually post pictures of common birds around your house. If you want to learn to identify song sparrows, for example, then find a desktop wallpaper that you can put on your computer. I have a corkboard that I use to create a collage of local wildlife that includes several local birds that I'd like to get to know better. Every time I see this collage of images, all the field markings and identification features of those birds become more firmly implanted in my mind. Learning the birds in this way is almost like a process of osmosis because it really takes no effort at all. And what you'll find is that the birds that you post around your house will suddenly start popping out to you on the landscape. Then as you get more comfortable, you can rotate the images and start a new set. So the third thing I want to mention is birding by ear. Now, a lot of people have challenges with birding by ear because it's kind of like a whole world unto itself. But as you're going to see, it doesn't actually have to be a complicated thing. It's just that most people go about it in the wrong way. And oftentimes, it's actually much more practical to listen and use your ears when you're trying to identify a bird. You can cover a much larger area and hone in on birds much better with your ears than you ever will with your eyes. So what's the secret of breaking into the world of birding by ear? I'm going to suggest very strongly that you take it in small chunks. Don't try to listen to an entire birding by ear CD from start to finish. You won't get it. What I did when I was first learning bird sounds is I would actually take a recording of one single bird and I would listen to that recording for like an hour at a time. You don't have to be a nut like me and listen for an hour in order to get it, but repetition is the key. And when you have that recording playing over and over again until you can almost hear it even after you turn off the recording, believe me, you're not gonna forget that call when you get out into the field. So there you have some of the big picture strategies that will help you learn the birds of your area in the easiest and most pain-free way. Get involved with local birders, fill your space with posters and desktop wallpapers of the birds you want to learn, and saturate your ears with bird recordings. I think you'll find these methods a lot easier and much more integrated with your life than flipping endlessly through field guides when the desire hits you. So let me know how these work for you. I always love hearing insights, ideas, and reflections from people. And I also want to invite you to come join my Nature Mentoring newsletter. Every week I share new content designed to help you discover nature with fun and easy methods. And now when you sign up, you'll also receive a free copy of my nature observation ebook called The Wild Observer. So click the link below this video to get started. Go sign up and I'll talk to you soon.